Your next phone might literally have a tiny fan inside, and that's only the beginning. Yes, Huawei is reportedly preparing to drop the Mate 80 and Mate X7 with a cooling system so aggressive it could make gaming laptops blush. But here's where it gets controversial. Some engineers argue that stuffing miniature fans into ultra-thin smartphones is overkill, while others swear it's the only way to tame the fire-breathing chipsets of 2025. Which side are you on? Let's unpack the rumors. 1. A fan 0.15mm graphene copper sandwich. Imagine a sheet so thin you could thread it through the eye of a needle, yet tough enough to shave ice like the Mate X6 demo at MWC 2025. Huawei's twist this year is bonding an extra layer of high-purity copper foil to the graphene lattice. Why copper? Simple. Copper moves heat roughly twice as fast as graphene alone, creating a rapid highway that dumps warmth into the vapor chamber before your palms notice. Micropump liquid cooling case optional. For users who push their phones to the limit, think 4K, 120 FPS video, or 60-minute Genshin raids, Huawei may sell a snap-on case with a credit card-size reservoir and a silent piezo pump. The liquid circulates through microchannels in the rear plate, acting like a miniature car radiator. Slip the case off for daily use, snap it on for marathon sessions. 2. The battery that refuses to age. Leaksters claim both flagships will adopt dual high-silicon carbon anode cells. In plain English, instead of the usual graphite anode, Huawei is mixing in a hefty dose of silicon. Silicon can store up to 10 times more lithium ions than graphite, so you get higher energy density, more milliamp hours in the same footprint. 100-watt class charging without turning the phone into a hand warmer. A lifespan north of 1,500 full cycles before capacity drops below 80%. Translation: you could charge from 0 to 70% in the time it takes to order coffee, and the battery will still feel fresh 2 years later. 3. Why this matters to everyday users. Cooler chips equals sustained peak performance. No more frame rate dips after 10 minutes of gaming. Thinner devices. By moving heat faster, Huawei can shrink the vapor chamber and reclaim precious millimeters. Greener footprint. Smaller batteries with longer life cycles mean fewer replacements and less e-waste. 4. The elephant in the room. Critics ask, do we really need a fan in a phone? They point out that passive cooling has served us well for a decade. Fans add moving parts, potential noise, and extra cost. Supporters counter that 3nm chipsets are hitting thermal walls, and software throttling is the silent killer of user experience. So is Huawei pioneering the future or chasing headlines? 5. What we still don't know. Will the fan be user replaceable if dust clogs it? How much will the liquid cooling case cost? Can Huawei balance fan noise under 25 dB, quieter than a whisper? Until launch day, these details remain delicious speculation. Your turn. Would you welcome a tiny fan humming inside your pocket? Or does the idea cross the line into gimmick territory? Drop your hottest take, pun intended, in the comments. Let's see which camp wins the debate.